This one lifted out towards right center field. Davis on the run. He's going to leap and catch another one. Oh, Chase Davis, keep on wowing us. This guy is outside his mind in the outfield. Chase Davis covers ground like grass. Look at that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Love coming home now. And here's a hot shot, one hopper, diving stop by Weatherholt. Back to his feet, the throw to first, picked up by Yeager, they got him. What a play by J.J. Weatherholt. He saves a run on a backhand leaping stab. Presence of mind to quickly jump to his feet, and what a dig by Yeager. Joshua Baez has 12 home runs this season with Springfield. He is a monster in the best way possible. Trying to end it for the Cards. Rock fire. Here comes Will Johnston's pitch. 2-0! Watch it sail! Into the night! Walk it off! Thank you, Joshua Baez! Chen Wei Lin set to make his Hammons Field debut and his Double-A debut. The number 16 prospect in the St. Louis system is just about ready to go here against Midland. And the 6'7" right-hander from Taiwan rocks and fires and makes history at 6:35 p.m. as he becomes the first ever Taiwanese-born Springfield Cardinal. Cardinals clinging to a 3-2 lead. The first pitch, Gastelum gets a little dribbler. Tough play, backhand. He's going to come home with it. The throw is in time. Luis Gastelum had one play and he made it. He throws one pitch, gets a dribbler, and gets out of it. Payoff with the runner going is strike 3 called. The throw from Crooks is on the money, and so is the tag. Jeremy Rivas gets him trying to swim around second. It's a strike him out, throw him out to end the top of the third. A jolt of life in a Hammons Field as the Cardinals trail 3-0. We go to the bottom of the third on the Garrison Roofing Cardinals Radio Network.
Let's talk a little bit about tonight's starting pitcher for the Springfield Cardinals because he is the top prospect. His name is Eshawn Henderson. A little bit about him.
Yeah, Eshawn Henderson has really made a big jump this season in 2025. He went to the Arizona Fall League here this past offseason, worked on some stuff, and has really seen that pay off here in 2025. The cutter has looked really good. It's been a huge weapon for him with 2 strikes, and he's been one of the best pitching prospects in all of the Texas League as the number 2 ERA entering play here today. He has been the rock of this pitching staff. Obviously, we've seen Max Gragic, we've seen Takoa Roby, but Eshawn Henderson has been a name that has really jumped off the page here in 2025, so I expect him to really be a challenging presence here today against the Wichita Wind Surge.
What is the best movie of all time?
I love the Titanic.
Titanic?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Wow. Would you say that's your favorite movie?
I love to watch it, and I can watch it every single night if I could.
That's a long movie to watch every night.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. It's a fantastic film. You entered spring training this year. The changeup is something that you wanted to work on, something that you felt that wasn't really one of your best pitches. Tonight you went to it a couple of times, especially with 2 strikes. Past the halfway point now, where do you feel that changeup is at?
Yeah, I think my changeup's the best pitch.
Getting a little reflection off Hammons Tower, and if you look right there in the middle, you'll see me and Dan. There we are.
Hey, it's a good day. Good day on the executive level.
It sure is. The sun is heading down here on this Thursday night. It is a beautiful night in the Ozarks and the coolest night we've had in months, so I will gladly take it. And the Cardinals will take a 3-3 ball game to the bottom of the 4th. Zach Levinson to lead things off.
And I'll tell you, one of my favorite parts about that camera shot they just showed there was seeing people outside on the new executive level. You know, for 20 years of Cardinals baseball, there'd been no outdoor seats on this level, and now, 4 suites. They're all full on a Thursday night when school's back in session. Those executive suites have just been so popular, even though they just opened up in July.
I love it. It's great to get life up here. It's great to see some fans eating some hot dogs and cheering, and maybe even throwing in some cashew chicken here on a Thursday night for the final time this year. Zach Levinson, a single back in the 2nd inning. He's fouled a couple of them off, and it's 0-2.
Well, I'm glad you said the new life, and that was part of the premise behind it all, was that, when the city bought this stadium, it was to give new life to the stadium. And what's been able to happen from the city owning the stadium it has been refreshing.
Yeah.
And they've brought new life by working with us to get PDL compliant, to add in these wonderful LED lights that has got the flashing colors. And now this new executive level is to really to activate an entire new level of the ballpark. And it's something that what we're excited about as the activation is not just in games, but year round. Right now, very excited that, the Vision Clinic was able to just book a big corporate outing up here to do a meeting. And we're getting interest from people doing Christmas parties. And part of that vision when the city bought the stadium was that, yes, we know there's Cardinals baseball, but can that stadium be open year round?
Yeah, that's awesome. Zach Levinson just got clipped by that pitch. So says home plate umpire Spencer Kim. So Levinson is going to take first base here. We'll get another look. Just got the elbow, and that's easy for me to say way up here.
Yeah, you and I would not do well with just getting him in the elbow or the fat of my legs or anywhere. It ain't going to go well.
It was just 94.
Yeah, just 94.
Come on.
But he's in there. Again, and honestly, too, you notice guys wearing body armor. It doesn't look like he's got that body armor on his hand, so it's going to sting even worse.
Speaking of stinging, here's a glove flip to second. Kuroda Grauer pulled the magic trick out, but they couldn't complete it. So they'll just get the out at second. Ugeto's got good speed. He beats it out at first.
Oh, yeah. You can tell him and the second baseman. I mean, their backs were to us, but you can tell they were smiling about that play.
That was slick.
And again, that is something they do practice. You do see that fielding where they will practice those types, especially the second baseman and shortstop practicing those flips. Unfortunately, we just wish the Cardinals were the one doing the flip, not the Rockhounds.
Well, they avoided what would have been their third double play rolled into tonight. This is just the fourth inning. Trey Page to the plate, and they'll lift a high one on the infield. Ugeto's got to get back to first base.
He's eyeballing where that first baseman is. He knew he had a second.
He's got time.
Yeah.
So Page pops out. That was Sahid Valenzuela who makes the grab, and there's two gone for Ramon Mendoza.
Well, since you've said so many nice things about him, let's see if the karma is ready to swing his way.
Well, Mendoza, 2013 Little League World Series with Team Mexico, got all the way to the final on the international side of the bracket and lost to Japan. He was on the mound that day as he takes one high and tight. Of course, Little League World Series just wrapped up about a week ago, last weekend.
Did your team make it there when you were a kid, Steve?
Did not.
Did not. Okay.
Didn't even get close. 1 ball and no strikes here on Ramon Mendoza.
It is neat, though, with these guys to find out how many of them have played in the Little League World Series, the College World Series. It just kind of shows you how truly marvelous those guys are.
Yeah, and
their entire
how
lives.
long they've been that good.
Yes.
Ramon was a huge part of that Team Mexico, the first team ever from Tijuana to make it to the Little League World Series. 2-0 pitch is in for a strike. It was the team that initially signed the starting pitcher on the mound right now, Braden Nett, that invited that team out to Petco Park. Ramon Mendoza and Team Mexico, after the Little League World Series on the way home, stopped by a Padres game and then stopped by a San Diego Chargers game.
That's a heck of a trip.
That's a fun ride home. Too bad it didn't come home with a gold medal.
Well, and I've heard parents of kids that are doing youth sports saying that's part of the fun, is being able to not just their kids playing the games, but the cities is the way that they travel. And again, as these guys are on the road, they are getting to experience across the entire country, across the entire level. What cities are their favorites? Where would they travel to again?
Yeah.
Which city has the best barbecue?
Yeah, that's an important one. You might need to put that one a little bit higher on your list, as Mendoza ends up drawing a walk here. Just a second free pass here from Braden Nett. The Cardinals put runners on first and second with 2 outs for Brody Moore, who has a hit and a run scored here tonight.
I have a consistent one on those travels. When I travel, I love to find local breweries.
That's smart. That's where the life is.
It's fun. My wife and I, on our travels, we love to find a local brewery that's also a restaurant. And that's, there's fine dining and there's fun dining. And I like that fun dining.
Yes.
That's more my style.
That is very much the Dan Ryder style.
Well, I think that's part of my love of this industry in minor league baseball, is that we get to come to work and have fun. We get to talk about bobbleheads and fireworks shows, and that's the part that my body's breaking down, but I'm young at heart thanks to minor league baseball.
That's true. The latter. I don't think you're breaking down just yet.
Well, I feel that way, so thanks, Steve.
Here's the 0-1. Fouled off, and it's 0-2 here on Brody Moore.
I'll tell you, with the new changes at the stadium this year, I find myself being more concerned with foul balls than I have been in a long time.
I know why.
Yeah, like first of all, it's on, I say a lot, don't break my glass when it's hit at the executive level. And as it goes over to the first baseline, Solera installed those solar panels all along the roof of suites 1 through 14. So it's like, don't break my solar panels, don't break my glass.
If you go to SpringfieldCardinals.com right now and click on sweepstakes, you can actually enter to win a $20,000 home residential solar panel installation from Solera. So you might want to get on that now.
Am I allowed?
Maybe a breach of contract a bit.
That's a no.
Probably not.
That's all right.
I might have to check with the board on that one.
No, but it is something that, you know, the improvements that we've been made, you think of that with Solera. You think of the new executive suites, the Hamby home run deck. These aren't just like 1 year, you know, flash in the pan type of things. These are improvements that are going to help out this community for the next 20 years.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You know, and that Hamby home run deck, you know, we mentioned that one. That's already turned into my kids' favorite place at the stadium. They come here and ask if they can go over and sit in the home run deck.
Now, we've seen one homer go in there this season. That pinball that's way through the seats that are out there. Zach Levinson, as we mentioned earlier, his first home run in Cardinal red here in Springfield. Big spot right here, by the way, for Brody Moore. First and second, still tied at 3. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Net peaks at second, now coming home. And Moore flips one out towards right field. The wrong jump for Jared Dickey. It's over his head, out of the reach, and into the corner she rolls. Ugueto scores. Mendoza behind him. Slides in safe, and the Cardinals take their first lead. It's 5-3 in the 4th. How about Brody Moore? This guy's on fire right now.
Just coming up clutch. So and you love to see the excitement of the team cheering him on. And I will say the humor in me, because I'm not this way, is seeing Mendoza look so stoic as he pops up from that slide. Just still stoic after that big play, which especially you come out, you're down 3-0 in the first inning, to all of a sudden take the lead at, you know, 5-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's got to feel good. It's also got to feel good on our starting pitcher to know that, you know, it wasn't exactly his hope for a Double-A debut, but his teammates picked him up.
Sure did. Sure did. That was a huge jump there from Ramon Mendoza, by the way, scoring from first on that play. Obviously, with two outs, you're going on anything. But still, definitely able to score from first base. We're going to get a mound visit as Javi Guerra comes out to the mound here for the second time. The Cardinals, of course, here, a big weekend here. Going to be giving away some gloves on Sunday. These are the St. Louis Cardinals Rawlings kids gloves. I don't think they really fit you and I.
It goes better with a thumb out. If you go with a thumb out, so you can kind of squeeze those.
They're pretty sweet.
Well, here's what so again, I've got a 6-year-old, and he was using a pass giveaway glove in his baseball this year. But what I like about these kids' gloves, they're made to be open as opposed to being closed and flat.
Oh.
So a kid learning to catch a ball, it's going to be a lot easier for a kid to put that open glove out there. And, well, again, I'm teaching youth, so we say the alligator chomp.
Yes.
So they can actually keep that open glove and chomp, chomp, chomp.
Yep. I was taught the same way and did not have a long career on the infield, I'll tell you that much. I was a little too scared of that.
See, my problem was I wasn't good at getting the ball in the glove. I had a strong arm to throw it, but getting the glove to start was a problem.
Yeah, you kind of need that first to get the second.
That first step. You need that first step. But we are excited about this kids' glove giveaway on this Sunday. You know, if you look at our schedule, we put a lot of thought in. And Steve, you're a part of those conversations. I'm a part of those conversations. This Sunday is designed to be a wonderful kids' day.
Yeah.
Giving away 1,000 of these kids' gloves from Rawlings. You know, giving away 1,000 of these kids' gloves from Rawlings, then turning around and having kids run the bases with most 529 after the game, and a fireworks show.
Yeah, kids hit fireworks show.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of friends that are going to be coming with our family to be able to do it. And all the kids that I coach in Little Leagues, about half the team's going to be able to be on the field for the Field of Dreams.
That's awesome.
And I can probably get them to show us the chomp with these gloves on Sunday. So there we go. Yeah, so whenever you get the logos, you go in there. So this is the same giveaway that they featured in St. Louis with Rawlings.
That's the City Connect.
The City Connect with the Lou. And obviously the baby blue has just become so popular with all the fans.
Oh, yeah.
And so to be able to get that STL on it, this will be one of those gloves that when your kids are at their Little League and their T-ball, man, their friends are going to be jealous of where they got that. And you know what your answer is? I got it at a
Springfield Cardinals game.
No.
Oh.
Cashew chickens today.
Well, Cashew chickens today on Sunday. 1,000 kids, 12 and under, by the way. If you couldn't tell, does not fit an adult.
And something important to know, we do have some lefty gloves too.
Yes,
so for all the lefties out
and
there.
righty. We ain't forgetting about the lefties, don't you worry. Full count here on Chase Davis. That's ball 4. Good at bat. That's the second walk today. Chase Davis has 5 in 3 games.
Well, and it does sound funny too. We mentioned about the lefties. Last year, there were a lot of fans that were very excited because they were worried their kid wouldn't get one. We actually do. We went online, found out what percentage of kids are left-handed, and that's the percentage of gloves that we ordered.
Fantastic.
So we want to have some science behind that.
Don't forget the lefties. Dakota Harris to the plate. Harris a 2-run single in the 3rd. Cardinals lead this after a 2-run frame here in the home half of the 4th. It's a strike called. 0-1. Yeah, I love this. Do you remember your first glove? Because I remember my first glove.
I do remember it. It was actually an Ozzie Smith model.
Wow.
You know, as someone who grew up a Cardinals fan, dad's family's from St. Louis. In my entire life, I only know being a Cardinals fan.
I love that.
And it was an Ozzie Smith glove.
That is awesome. Here's Dakota Harris, fielder's choice to end the inning. Cardinals played a pair. Dan Ryder hanging out with us here tonight. Thanks so much, Dan. This was so much fun.
Appreciate you having me, Steve. Really appreciate it.
We go to the top of the 5th. Birds in front for the first time tonight.